Okay, actually, it would be good in like a group session, but when it's just me, it's just gonna distract me, so I end up muting it.
Okay.
You've got the like I absolutely like love music, so
Yeah.
I get too absorbed in it unless it's like background type music.
Understood. All right. Well, the stream's up. Um,
When did you put the stream up?
literally as soon as I dragged you in here.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you start
Give
talking
me
about
warning
music,
on this stuff, cat.
I,
Needs to be like a
I
code. There should be like a code word for this, like chicken nuggets. Like, Allie, how are your chicken nuggets? Good. Now I know we're on stream.
out of context, that sounds so weird. Cause
Educate the context, so
yeah.
it's good.
Well, I mean, I did say start and stream.
Oh, we
What?
always eat them. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said start and stream. You were talking about music.
Oh,
So anyway, see, when we last left off, you were right outside of Osymelle.
right.
Um,
Met some of those assassins.
yes, hung a few. Uh,
Yep.
enjoyed watching them get strangled to death.
Yes. Yes. Full of bloodthirst going on here. Haven't fought anyone since November.
Yeah. So, as you and your party, Fayhelm, depart heading up towards Osymelle, towards the northernmost town. This is where you've heard of the fighting going on with the demonic forces, at least at the wall.
Ooh. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Just spend the next couple days heading up there. Well, actually, about a day and a half on horseback. Y'all moving pretty fast. Y'all make it to Osymelle. The town itself, pretty quiet for the most part. It's again another like farmish town per se. There's more woodlands out around it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
As you come into town, same kind of layout as most of the towns. You know, you see like marshal's office and stuff. So this marshal's office has blood all over the front of it.
Okay.
Dry blood, but there's blood. Um, and then something that catches your eye: a wanted poster. Because on the wanted poster, the drawn
I
image
don't know
on
where
it
this is going.
looks very familiar. Um, the wanted poster is for a elf on the run by the name of Adrian.
Oh.
Wanted for the murder of
Fuck.
his wife and child.
What?
Yep. Wanted for the murder of his wife and unborn child.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it.
You grab it.
I'm gonna do sleight of hand, actually. No. Sorry, video games my desk. I gotta find the dice. Okay. Because like I mean, our Philip and Dam are with me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just looking like, what the hell is all the blood from?
Okay, sleight of hand is not non-natural 20.
Yeah, you snatch it up, nobody really sees it. Uh, just sitting right there as a person walks up. Y'all wouldn't perhaps be the new marshals in town, would you?
Uh, what happened to the old marshals?
I don't know. This group of five elves came here, and some weird looking like tiefling like person. And the one of them stuck a damn tree in his chest and exploded him.
Okay.
Yeah, he had like a stick. I think he was one of those. I think he's one of the druids. Shoved the stick right in his chest, and a great big tree grew out and just ripped the guy apart. It was really messy cleanup.
Man, my party's like done some shit in this town.
I said it was all almost a month ago now. Not sure where they went. Last I heard, they were heading towards the fort, and I heard rumors of a group crossing into the Draconic kingdoms. Then,
This will be true.
ah, crazy. He just keeps on walking towards the tavern. I mean, town itself is bustle. It's nowhere near as busy as Zenith was. That was totally one of the busiest towns I've ever been to. It's a couple hundred people here.
Okay.
You know, it's not bad. I mean,
Yeah, that's not much to pick up, though.
no, it's not.
I wouldn't want to pull anything away from Osymelle anyway, because they're already fighting.
Yeah. So, would you like to go? Now, there's two things here
Pick up the tab. Okay.
of interest. First, is Daramore tells you there's a temple here to Eleonora. And secondly, there's the fort. Who the captain there, you're supposed to remember, you're supposed to check and see if he's still fit to be a captain.
Okay. Oh, we'll just go to the fort.
So you head off towards the fort. As you get close to the fort, you can hear this. You can hear what sounds like explosions and stuff. As you come to the fort, looking like soldiers, they just open the door straight up to you. These forts only hold about 600 people.
Okay.
There's about 1,200 here.
Okay.
As you walk in, there are just rows of people outside the buildings, laying on stretchers and stuff with different kinds of wounds. People who have severe burns, people who are missing even parts of their face are gone. People missing arms mainly. Most of it's upper body injuries.
Okay. They're probably been like doing an archery type thing, I would assume.
As you can hear people yelling, prepare for more casualties and stuff, is the kind of like hand-turned elevator that goes up the walls coming down. Meanwhile, there's a guy in the middle just screaming, having a complete mental breakdown. Why me? Why me? Why is it always me? Why do they always give me this shitty shit? And he's just walking.
Does he look official?
He does look official, yes.
Okay.
He's having a full-on mental lapse just in the middle of the fort. Philip leans over to you. I think by the insignia on him, that would be the captain of the outpost.
Okay. Have a lay more insight on him. Okay. I think that is a 13.
He is pretty much just like, what's the word for it? Almost like bathed in self-pity about how he shouldn't be here, about how this isn't how he's supposed to, this house and how his command's supposed to go, about how everybody's working against him and all this, about how the queen has it out for him, about how she sent those weird people to go across the border, and since then it's been nothing but bad times for them.
Wow, okay, he is not fit for fucking duty. Okay.
You can see some more senior people around. Not senior. Senior as an age, not necessarily of rank. Who are pretty much holding things together. You can see as a batch of recruits are now being rushed to the elevator and rushed up. It's about 10 to 15 people come off. All of them. I mean, you're looking at people literally like parts of their upper bodies are mangled. A lot of them. You can see 4 or 5 dead for sure.
Okay.
What actually comes to the interesting part is when you hear a person yell, "Look out," as a body hits the ground, and then another one beside it. And you get the idea that they're clearing the dead off the wall by throwing them off and down, so they don't waste room in the elevator. Now keep in mind, it's like a 700-foot wall, so
blood splattering.
Blood splattering and stuff like this. You can see some of the wounded are recoiling as they're getting hit by blood. At the same time, you can see what you would assume is the doctor here going from person to person, and he's grabbing some who have like minor injuries, like their heads are probably a little burnt or cut or something, and he's telling them they're fit for duty and sending them to the armory. And you can see some of them are not, or some of them are just freaked out. They don't want to go back.
Okay.
All in all, it's not in great shape here. Especially when you have a captain who's still walking around the center of everything, top of his lungs, yelling about how this isn't how it's supposed to go, how everybody's out to betray him.
Okay. Can I roll investigation to see who looks like they're handling the majority of the shit?
You can roll perception, yeah.
Like who looks like they're actually doing things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 11. So,
Well,
not
from
like
what you
that.
can see, there seems to be a couple sergeants at arms doing some stuff. The doctor's doing his job. Most of the people right below the captain are doing what they need to do. You don't see anybody else of officer rank around. You would assume probably right now if there's any other officers there, they're up on the wall.
Okay. I guess I'll just go grab the nearest sergeant. Or
Okay.
flag him down, not necessarily like grab him, but just attention.
You walk over to this guy, turns like, yes, ma'am? Oh, sir? Sorry.
Mm,
Yeah.
Sergeant?
I was gonna say if he wanted to go outside, but he don't want to go that way for some reason.
That's fine. I can put him out later.
I haven't let him out since we've been home. I don't think.
I can get him out later. You going to bed?
Yeah. Well, if you call me back up there, I'll put him out.
Alright, good night. Sorry there, Allie. Anywho. Yes, sir. What can I do for you, Lord?
As a general question, who's in charge here besides the captain?
That would fall down to us non-coms and probably then to the new commander arrived. Commander
Go in there with him till I go downstairs.
Commander Finn.
Commander Finn?
Yes.
I love that name. Okay. Alright, so Commander Finn has been running things?
Not really. The captain kind of ordered him to take control of a small platoon up on the wall and kind of relinquished him of most of his command.
Okay. Okay. Do you know if he's gonna come down?
He's not permitted to come down except for meals and to sleep.
Okay, well, what time of day is it, Kat?
Midday.
Can I afford to stay here for the night?
You can. I mean, you are Lord General. If you want to, you can go up on the wall.
Yeah, but that sounds really dangerous. Okay, okay, yeah, I know where you're going with this. I'll go up on the wall then.
You get in there. Philip looks at you. He's like, should one of us stay down here? Or do you want both of us to come up with you?
Yeah, you stay here and I'll take Daramore up with me.
Okay. Daramore looks at you like, oh, shit.
Is that an issue?
Nope. Nope. As you can see, as y'all slowly going up, it takes about 5 minutes or so to get all the way to the top. You're going up with some more soldiers as well. Some wounded, some not. Most of them are staying at attention because you're in there. You're having to hold yourself against the bars to keep from slipping. Because the entire
What do you
bottom
mean?
of this wooden elevator is covered in blood.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah. I mean, they've been like throwing like dirt and stuff in there and like sand to try to get you some like footing. Or anybody footing for that, but for the most part, it's just literally blood just dripping out the edges. Y'all are...
Sounds like a party.
As you take your few-minute ride up, as you get to the top, as it opens, most of the soldiers go out. The wall itself, you get your first view into Draconia you've had for a couple of years. As far as you can see, are demons in front of you.
Okay.
Few thousand, probably. Probably no more than about 4 or 5. But definitely 2 or 3 at least. It's really hard to see. It's dark up here. You gotta count. It's about dusk because the darkness is overflowing from the walls.
Okay.
As you come through, you can see one guy. It's a young wood elf. He is clearly in command of this wall, and he's keeping everybody together. You're watching as
Okay.
arrows are being flung down in there, as you watch as lightning bolts and fireballs are launched up at the wall and hit. Most of the wall here is just drenched in blood. Dried, wet. You can see a couple bodies leaned over. What would you like to do?
Just out of curiosity, as a perception type thing, what are the demons attacking with?
Well,
Like, I kind of want to know like what this looks like. Like, are they attacking like with spells that you don't see it? People just take damage, or are they like shooting arrows at them, or causing explosions, or setting
it's
like energy bolts, like Starfire type stuff? Have you watched Teen Titans?
no, but you can imagine,
Oh.
but kind of like energy bolts, yes. Energy
Like
bolts,
like what they
ball,
look like in Star Wars.
yeah,
Okay,
kind of, but the more different colors,
but all that shaped.
yeah, different colors and stuff depending on what they're send. You can see like bolts just coming up and like it'll like it's weird, like black balls hitting the thing, and as they hit a person, and their face just starts to decompose.
Okay, death
Uh,
energy then.
Necrotic damage. Think of it.
There you go, necrotic. I couldn't remember the term for it, but that was what I was thinking of.
And then you can, then you see like the ominous like red fire bolts being sent up there, and they explode. Of course, there's fire everywhere.
Huh,
As
well,
far as
I don't mind that.
archery and stuff, not so much being shot up because of just the height of it. More or less, they're using like ballistas and shooting up there.
Okay.
And I mean, they're as far as like trying to climb the wall and stuff. Yeah, no, that's not happening. They're just shooting up there.
Okay.
As far as the demons
Just trying to
themselves,
make it.
they're like joyful and all this, and just like whoosh, 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 like just celebrating. But it's not the full force of them firing either.
Okay.
It's just more of a let's annoy the shit out of them to take a few lives.
Okay.
But yeah, the one elf, younger in age, long, kind of like golden brownish hair, sitting right there. He's wearing an outfit not too unsimilar from Phillips per se. He looks more of a ranger than he does a swordsman. But yet he's still got a bow on his back, and he's still carrying a long sword on his side, an elvish long sword.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Faye Helm?
Oh, that's Commander Finn, right?
You don't know, but you would assume.
All right. Commander Finn.
Yes. I've not got time right now, soldier. Get back to your post. I'll talk to you after the battle.
Commander, I'm your Lord General.
His head turns. Instantly, he stands up. I'm so sorry, sir.
No, it's okay. I understand. Heat of battle. Um, are you? Do you have a moment?
Uh,
Like, if you need to wait a moment until you have, until like in between waves, that's fine.
they normally do this for about 4 to 5 hours a day, and we are just into hour 2, so.
Okay.
What can I do for you, Lord General?
I just wanted to get an idea of what's going on at the fort. Obviously, I can see it's pretty much a slaughterhouse, but how's the command? Because the captain is supposed to be
Absolutely
evaluating.
horrendous. He is nothing but a self-pitying asshole
Okay.
who thinks everybody is out to get him, and everybody wants him dead.
And how long has it been going on like this?
I arrived here 2 weeks ago, and from what I've heard from most people, it's been going on like this for weeks, if not months. And it's killing morale. I mean, it's bad enough I have to put people up here already injured. It's even worse when the captain's down there throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, I understand how that could be an issue.
A very big one.
So, what happened with you here? Like, I was told that you got sent up here and kind of lost some command power?
I demand that he actually do his job and come up here and actually command the wall. And then he came up
Okay.
here. A bolt of energy landed near him, killed a couple guys beside him, and he freaked out, ran down, literally crying.
Okay. They're definitely not fit for duty. I'll have to report that back to the Queen.
To the Queen, why don't you relieve him while you're here? Take him with you.
That's true. Good suggestion.
I mean, any of the damn sergeants here could command 10 times better than him.
And what about you?
Well, that would be improper to ask.
Yeah, I understand the formalities, but in a full, honest, and professional opinion, do most of the soldiers who do they look to the most?
To me and the sergeants, to be honest. And the priests when they come here. Even though they're
Okay.
weird.
All
You
right,
probably know about the mission that was sent through here.
yes, those would be my friends. You mean the scouting mission?
Yes, all I know I was told there was a mission sent through here. Apparently, he brought the priest here to pray for them for when they died, and he did everything he could to make sure they knew they were going to die, and to know that it was not his fault. From
I
what I
received a
heard.
letter a few days ago, and they said they were doing fine
Good. I just thought I
for
should
the
tell
most
you.
part, except for like one person. But um, they've been managing.
Understood.
Guess I'm actually meeting them in what is it? One time in a few weeks.
Y'all go have fun. And a lot of
Yes.
that. Well,
All
all
right.
I can.
Well, Commander, I will have to get back to you on the captain stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, Lord General. If you'll excuse me, I've got to go make sure these boys don't actually start jumping off the wall to run away. And as you can see now, is a guy leans over and yells down more bodies, and you can watch as dead bodies are being tossed off now.
Okay.
So I mean,
So, and I guess I'll go back down. Like, wait, is there anyone else on the wall who looks like they're commanding anything?
there's a couple sergeants here and there,
Yeah.
and corporals and stuff like that, lower command. Most of them are, for the most part, trying to keep the guys up from breaking.
Right.
Along this section where they're actually at, you're guessing there's probably about 200 men up here at one time,
Okay.
and they're spread decently apart. You can tell somebody's had the foresight not to put a whole bunch of guys crowded up here.
Okay.
So you get the idea if the wall was manned like it was supposed to be manned, they would probably take 10 to 15 casualties per hit they're taking.
Okay.
So as you walk back to the little like hand cranked elevator, as you're put in, at Daremore's sitting right there. All of a sudden, Daremore's handed a handful of stuff. Of course, he takes it. You're handed a handful of stuff, and about 5 or 6 injured men are put in there with you.
Okay.
You can see one guy sitting there holding his arm, completely detached about the shoulder. Some others are missing eyes and they're just not doing good.
Right.
One guy in the middle of his sternum has a blister bolt sitting right there, and his breathing is not a lot. They've cut it off on one end, so it's just basically the head. So
Okay.
it starts to come down. You realize what you've been handed are swords and bows.
Okay.
Most of them blood covered and blood soaked, but you get an idea that it's weaponry that they don't need up there no more. They'll probably
Right.
send down to give to other people. Should take you.
Right. So a lot of those are the soldiers' weapons, I would assume.
Yeah.
They don't drop a body, but swords something else to drop down.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily throw a sword down.
Yeah, might not be the best plan.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the idea from the dead bodies.
All right.
As you come down, there's a issue going on.
Okay.
Philip is backed against the wall of one of the buildings, right?
Yeah.
The captain has drawn a sword on him. And you can see that Philip is bleeding.
Okay, he's not killing Philip. Not up in here. Should have grabbed him instead of Daramore. Okay. So what happens when
As
I'm concerned for someone's safety?
as it comes down, um, you got about another minute or two, and Philip's not holding out good. Nobody's going to help him. Nobody's going to help him.
Well, I'm getting in there, obviously. So,
Are you
good.
jumping?
What? What do you mean am I jumping?
You got another minute or two before the elevator
On
hits
this
the
thing?
ground.
Okay, well, how long of a jump are we talking here?
20 feet.
Maybe how much damage would that probably be?
Mm, no more than 20.
No more than 20. Okay. Oh, I've got another minute. And how bad of shape does Philip look to be in?
Philip's off balance, off guard, and looks to be injured. I mean, he's defending himself.
Okay. Let's consider options. Could I be heard from here?
Technically. But you don't have time.
What do I don't have time?
Um,
To yell?
Daramore grabs a hold of you and waves his
No, I'm
hand.
trying to make a decision. What?
Waves his hand, and a door opens up in front of you, and he pushes you through it.
What the fuck? Okay.
And he says, "Get ready," as he pushes you through it.
Okay.
So, all right, Allie, 10 seconds. What are you doing?
I mean, 10 seconds.
You got 10 seconds. What are you going to do?
Where am I?
You are going through just like a wormhole, like kind of thing.
Over a wormhole?
Yeah, think about you.
I'm gonna grab my sword and ignite it.
Got you. As soon as you come out the other side of the door, you are behind the captain, sword drawn, ignited, flames firing. Every head is turned and looking at you. You can hear the captain saying about how how he's not going to get killed by these by you assassins who've come here to kill him and all this. He knows that you all were sent by the queen to assassinate him and all this stuff. He's completely
I just punch him.
do you want to punch him or do you want to stab him?
Well, I don't really want to kill him.
Alright, roll attack to punch him. Or do you want to
Okay.
hit him with the pommel of your sword?
Well, it's actually like a decent decision. I guess I'll hit him with the pommel. Like, what would my attack bonus be? Would that be the same one as my sword?
Same as your sword. Same.
Okay, 17.
17, that hits. Damage does not
Okay.
include fire damage.
Okay. 25 damage. Okay. So it's like a D6 instead of D8 for this because it's the pommel, not the actual blade.
Are you using both hands or one?
Both.
So D8.
Oh, we need D10 then, so.
Oh, yeah, so actually, yeah, a D10 of damage.
Okay.
I mean,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
boom. Boom.
Okay. Add strength bonus. 12 damage.
You walk up and you just walk right behind him, and he's got his sword. He's about ready to thrust it at Philip as you just hit him in the back of the head.
Okay.
Quiet. As he hits the ground. He's probably got a concussion right now. Pretty damn good one too.
Good.
But he is now knocked out, and a cheer unites through the fortress.
Okay.
Philip is sitting right there. It's That son of a bitch stabbed me.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'll be okay. By this time, Daremorse walked over and started pulling back Philip's clothing, looking for the cut. And Philip straight up smacks him. The hell was that for? He pulled back his arm. He'd been sliced like sideways down his arm. It was barely any damage. It was just enough to where it was hurting and he couldn't use his arm. Daremorse
Okay.
sits right there, casts something over his arm. You assume it's like a healing magic, and his arm seals right up.
Okay.
So,
Um,
Faham,
I get, yeah.
what do we do with the yellow trader?
Okay. Are there holding cells here?
Oh, of course.
Can he be put in one of those?
Yeah, understood. Yes, sir, he can be. But technically he falls under your jurisdiction now because he attacked one of your men. And you being Lord Commander, you technically have jurisdiction of what happens to him.
Are they a psychologist? Okay, side note, do they have psychologists in this time?
No, not really.
No.
No.
But if he's insane, he's just insane.
If he's
They're coming back
insane,
from it.
yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where they like walk him out to the unexplored and just leave him tied to a tree.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of those things where
Steinbeck. Okay. Um,
insane, not so much. More or less, the stress. He can't command.
I think he's just been burned out. Okay. Keep him in a holding cell until he wakes up, and then send a squad of men to take him back to wherever he's from.
Uh, okay.
He's dishonorably discharged for attacking another officer.
Okay.
Have any other incidents like this happened?
A lot of people look like he's never gone this berserk before. He's accused people of stuff, but never gone this berserk. He did threaten the
Understood.
commander with throwing him off the wall to the demons.
Like a serious threat?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then just keep him here, and they have military court, right?
Yeah. Technically, because it's in time war and stuff, it would default to you, per se, or the highest commander, which
I'm
would
not gonna
be...
make a decision to kill a man, so
Well, I mean, you can still dishonorably discharge him, or you can sentence him to jail.
that is true. Alright.
Or both.
Alright, no, he can be dishonorably discharged and sentenced to jail for the next 4 months.
So it'll be done. Who will take over his command here?
5 months, according to my dice.
5 months.
Okay. The next time Commander Finn comes down from the wall, let him know that he's been promoted.
In rank or job?
Rank. And, like, job. Yes, he's the new captain of this fort.
10-4. Now, is there anything we
Um,
can do for you, Lord General?
is there anyone who runs the inventory here?
Yes. Over there.
Okay.
Points you to a blacksmith who is himself fixing weapons. He's more sharpening them and stuff. As you walk over, to your surprise, it's not a wood elf.
Okay.
He's got military rank and everything, but it is a half elf.
Half elf. Half human?
Half human, half wood elf.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, and he's sitting right there just, what can I do for you, Lord General?
Tell me, how's the fort on supplies? I assume it's low, but how low are we talking?
Supplies wise, we're actually pretty good. Food were decent. Weapons we're constantly getting we're constantly getting extra weapons. Arrows we're running a little low on, but that's no issue. We got a supply coming in next week.
Right. You don't need any extra commissions?
Not really. More
Okay.
men would be nice.
That's just what I wanted to check. There's another question. Where are you from?
I am from uh, Zenith, ma'am.
Check what that is. Uh,
It's a port town.
what, Port Town? Yes. Yes. Okay. Cool. Interesting. So you have a half human heritage?
Yep. My mother was an elf from Zenith. My father was a traveling swordsman from Marine. There we go.
Okay. You know if your father's in the country?
Oh, my father died years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Yep.
Just a curiosity thing.
Understood.
Carry on.
Thank you. He goes back
I
to
actually, yeah.
he goes back to working. And what would you like to do?
I don't think there's like that much to do here, so I think I'm mostly good.
All right. So you notice that Philip has actually disappeared from you for a little bit. When he comes back, he's got a new pair of boots on. He's wearing the captain's boots.
What?
Yeah.
Like, did Joe's Faham recognize this?
Yeah.
Philip, do you think that's appropriate?
They were nicer than mine. Plus, he don't need them.
And they fit?
Barely.
We have plenty of money to get you new boots.
Yeah, but I like the way they looked, and I don't know who his tailor was, and I can't ask him now.
Okay,
I left him mine.
fine.
I mean, yeah, sure, they are ripping, but that's another thing.
And if we get to when we get to wind time, one of my friends has a repair spell for that.
Oh, I don't have them no more. I gave them to him.
No, no, I mean like the old boots of ripping.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Whatever, it's fine.
He ain't gonna need them.
I know. I'm just kind of exasperated, but he's just not gonna push it.
So no speech here?
No.
As y'all leave Osymelle, it's like, well, that's our tour. Next stop is Thessia.
Okay, let's go back and see what we got.
Uh, Y'all take on about 3 days worth of traveling to get to Thessia. Is there anything specific you would like to do?
On the way, I noticed that I have enough herbs for another health potion, so can I just make a health potion real quick?
Yep. Be a
Okay.
standard health potion.
Okay. Do I need to roll for that, or?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah. Yeah, you do. D20 roll, plus your proficiency.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, you make a standard.
15. But yeah.
You make a standard healing potion.
Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need to do, so.
As you start, as you
Actually,
make it, as you continue to go,
yeah.
as you get close to Thessia, as you come to the outskirts of Thessia, you know how it's cleared out up to the wood line, right?
Yeah.
Thessia looks like it's under siege. There are just a complete encampment outside of it.
Okay, is it like our encampment?
Yes, these are the people
Who?
you've recruited.
Oh, okay, okay, I'm sorry. I was like completely different things. Jesus. Okay.
Shit. What was the name of the guy who was helping you?
Let me check real quick.
Yeah, pull that up because I can't
And
find.
I've got it in here. Yeah, it's gonna be easier for me to find it.
Yeah, because I can't find it and I'm looking.
Okay. It's Philip.
Yep, Philip Daremore
Yeah, I'm looking for his name. Zelfair.
Zelfair. There we
Wait,
go.
no. Are you sure it's? I don't think it was Zelfair. Was it?
I think it was Zelfair.
Wasn't Zelfair a wizard?
Yeah, yeah, Zelfair was a wizard, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I am looking. Uh, uh, okay, Thanemore.
Thanemore. There we go.
Thanemore. There you go. I got you.
Thank you.
Powers of Microsoft OneNote.
As y'all come through there, you can see Thanemore just walking up to you, just smiling. Um,
Ooh,
he goes
okay.
to salute you. He salutes you. Give me a perception check.
Oh god. Okay, it's like a 9.
Okay. Thank God for him. So he's sitting right there. He's talking to you. He's like, "You've done pretty good, Lord General.
How many men do we have?
As of this count, in total here, 1,504.
Good number.
Of which 600 are soldiers and fighting.
Wait, how many are soldiers in fighting?
600.
What about the other 900?
Support and people who want to fight
Okay.
to a degree. Wizards, druids, sorcerers, tradesmen, stuff like that. Explorers, navigators, map makers. They've all agreed to fight. But
So 600 are trained.
600 are capable fighters. I wouldn't say trained, I would say capable.
So we'll just need to train some other people.
We will need to do a lot of training on our voyage, as a lot of these guys are calling it.
Calling it what?
A voyage.
Okay.
There's a lot of sailors here. I don't understand why, but there's a lot of them. They make up the majority of our fighting force. Over 400 of them.
Okay.
That's if they don't kill themselves or drink themselves to death before we leave. And
we can somewhat we can try to ration out alcohol.
Yes.
Not sure how it's gonna go, but if it becomes an issue, we can always.
Well, we're not taking a lot of it with us.
Ration. I know we need to travel light.
Talking about light, Nev wants to speak to you.
Okay. I'll go in and see her. By the way, does this count factor in the soldiers that have been pledged to us?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Not until they arrive.
Okay.
Of which I was informed by one of my little birds that a Sun Elf ship docked with about 100 soldiers the other day.
Okay.
It's like he lets you, as you go off to the Queen, he grabs Philip and starts going over with Philip and Darren more about stuff.
Okay.
As you come in to the palace. Give me 1 second here. I need to pull up character sheets here real quick. Oh, I actually just found Thanemore's character sheet. Shit. You can see.
Come here through the initiative.
You can see
standards,
yeah, I know you. Like Ailey's here, Gormir's here. They're going over stuff. Nev's like, Lord Commander Fayhelm.
Nev?
I've got some news for you. So your full name is Fayhelm Stormwind of Gotham, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I learned something about your family.
Oh, please go with this. I think yes.
So I was going through here. I was looking up. I was, with my learning and stuff lately. I came across this name of this person who lived here in Alona. It was a human. They married an elf here. He became one of the first half elf mages for the crown. But his name wasn't Stormwind. But as I start dating back his family, his last name was Georgius. As I traced him back, I found out that part of his line moved into Gotham about 40 to 50 years ago, and
Okay.
changed her last name from Georgius to Stormwind. And I kept on tracing
Okay.
him back all the way back to their relative Catel Georgius of the humans.
Okay.
Now I don't know if you know this or not, but when the humans first landed here, they were ruled by a council of 6 elders,
Okay.
2 from each of the races.
Okay.
Catel Georgius was one such lord.
Was he human?
Yes, and your great ancestor.
That's interesting.
So technically, that means you have a claim to the power of the Aluskan people, and thus you are a High
Okay.
Lord. I don't understand where you lost your lordships or how that worked, but his line was very well kept due to the fact that he became one of the first half elves who worked as a wizard for us.
Okay.
But I thought this might be something of interest for
Yeah,
you.
no, that is interesting. Huh.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're actually Lord of the human territories, High
So
Lord at that.
I'm Lord General. Lord Square General.
She just looks at you puzzled. Actually, technically, in the way the humans work, you would only be second to the king or queen of the human kingdoms in power, technically. Should they
Wait,
all,
so
should they all be united under one banner, like say Queen Amfrey, while she would rule the country as a whole from Windheim, you technically would be given the lordship over Xylos and the territories it encompasses.
okay. So
So,
that's interesting.
yes. And I talked to Thamor,
I don't really know how to react to that.
and Thamor has told me that he can use this for publicity in the humans. That a long lost lord is coming back to save them instead of the wood elf saving them. It's a human coming back to save the humans.
That could be a way to put it.
And it could be a way to get more humans behind us.
Yes, well, I'm sure all the humans will be ready to get out of there.
Hopefully.
I assume that for now we're just gonna get what humans we can out and worry about taking back the territory later.
Yes. We actually kind of worried about that. But that's different. Once you come back with the humans, we'll discuss that then.
Okay.
Because all the emissaries, once you bring back the scouts, all of them will be sent out and will come back. But I've got something I also need to tell you, which I'm going to be kind of hard to tell you. Um, we got a message from the Drow Empress. She received a message from the Drow warrior that's with them. One of the snow elves have died.
Um, Remind me of my friend's faces.
Your friend's races?
Yeah.
Amnon's a tiefling. Shadow's a snow elf.
Did they say which snow elf?
Just a snow elf had died. The message was short.
Okay.
They also said there was an army heading towards the dwarves' empires and towards Windheim.
All right. We'll have to try to beat around that army.
Hopefully. And then also something more concerning that they don't want me to tell you. The
Are
Drow
you going to
warrior,
tell me?
yes, the Drow warrior reported that the party was going insane.
Okay. Well, we had that issue the last time we were in Draconia.
I understand, but I just want to
Hopefully it
tell
gets
you.
better once they're out. But we'll make sure to monitor it when Adrian gets back.
Understood. But you have your army to take care of now, Lord General.
They do. I appreciate the help with everything you've given us.
It's no problem. An army here could really help. Humans could really help us.
Yeah.
But from everything I know, is that your friend Adrian is on his way back. Should
Good to
be
hear.
here.
Do they know when?
Should be here within the next 4 days.
Okay.
He left about a fortnight ago, so it'd be about right.
Right. And has everything gone well with him?
All I know is that the Drow Empress has told me they have declared him the hero of luck, and have sworn
Okay.
fealty and allegiance to him, and to back him all the way.
Okay.
So
Is there anything else that you want to tell the scouting party? Because I have a direct way to message them.
all I can say is to get as much information as you can from them about the situation there, and prepare. There's something
Okay.
I really have to tell them. Just hope that what you've got here is enough to win.
Yes, I hope so as well.
Yeah. If not, it's
Right.
going to be hell.
Thank you, Nev.
Anytime, Lord General.
Okay.
As you walk on off, they continue to do their work. Is there anything you would like to do?
Um, we got a drink.
You walk into one of the. You walk into the pub where Aurelia likes to go. Here,
Uh,
as you walk in, everybody's like, "Hey, it's the fire dude!" I mean, you got humans, you have half orcs, you have elves, and all of them are dressed like sailors. They look like sailors.
I'll just kind of wave.
You wave as you walk over there.
But
You don't even have time to order something. Something's already been ordered for you.
okay, can I tell who it's from?
Nope.
Okay.
They just bought you a beer.
Okay, I am more than okay with that.
She said right there and drank it
Right.
down. It's a pretty good
Yep.
beer. The
Uh,
bar the
okay.
the bartender there, an older elf. I'm going to assume you're the reason all these guys are here.
Yeah,
Thank you. You're making me rich.
my pleasure.
Although a lot of my local customers are not happy. I've had to replace 14 chairs and tables this week.
Well, we'll be heading out in the next week.
Make sure they spend their money before they leave here.
Well, I don't think you'll have to worry about that.
No, I don't think so either.
If any of them are causing you any issues, though, let me know.
Will do. They're not causing any issues they're not paying for.
Good.
You just enjoy yourself,
Right.
General.
Thank you.
He sends you another drink.
Okay. Take the second one, but I'm gonna try to stop.
Okay, you drink your second one. You can stop, no problem.
Okay.
Are you gonna walk out or?
Right. Yeah.
You walk out. Thanemore's there.
I don't want to get too drunk.
You bump right into Thanemore.
Okay.
As y'all both go down to fall, you reach to grasp and like to grab each other, keep each other from like falling. You know.
Yeah.
Like kind of like grab his arm to keep from falling. And that's when you realize he doesn't have an arm anymore. His left arm is cut off below the elbow.
What?
Yep.
Wait. Which arm is the assassin thing normally on?
Either arm.
Okay.
It's preference.
Okay. Thanemore, your arm.
Oh, yeah. Bear trap.
Have I seen him without sleeves before?
No, you have not. And roll me insight.
Okay, I know natural 20, so suck it.
You rolled a natural 20.
Yes.
So did I.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I was so
Alright,
happy.
wait, so do we just do like a second round?
Nope. What's your plus on it?
My plus on it?
Yep.
+5.
+5. Alright, so 25. Thanemore, what's your plus on this? He seems not to be telling the complete truth.
Okay.
Damn, you're +5.
Okay, I'm gonna roll intimidation. Oh, shit. Okay, 9.
Yes, 10.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Thanemore, you mean to tell me that you got your arm stuck in a bear trap
Yes.
and you had to remove the arm?
Nope. The trap removed it.
$22.
That's cocked. Still seems
Okay.
like he's not telling the truth.
Thanemore. Roll another intimidation. We'll just keep going back and forth here. Okay, 25.
I had an issue with the arm, so I removed it.
Just remove the arm.
Yes.
What kind of issue?
An issue.
Thanemore, have you received any word from what was the town with the assassins? Out of character.
The town with the assassins?
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay, the one that we did last session.
Oh, Alicia?
Alicia. Have you had any contact with Alicia recently?
Not recently. Not since I got Philip from down there.
Okay. Okay. I'll help him up for now. Gonna keep an... Oh, shit.
You help him up. The injury itself seems to be quite fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah, like within the last few days.
When did this happen?
About a week ago.
Okay, 23.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. It's about a week ago.
Okay. Was it about a week ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you with anyone?
No.
No? Okay. Let's head back to camp then.
All right. So I'll head back onto camp. Back to camp. Y'all go
Have you
in.
placed anyone in any higher charge, or who have you been mostly talking to?
Uh, well, I've mostly talked to to Mary and Rose and all of them. But charge wise, if they came from the military, I've been leaving them in their position or rank and letting them assume what they need to do.
Okay.
Um, that's what I've actually got Philip on today, is setting up actually like a chain of command.
Okay.
And sure enough, you're walking through there, you can see
Okay.
Rose walking through there in her almost like queenly outfit per se.
Is this better than the one she had a few days ago? I
No,
saw
it's
her
the
a few
same
days
one.
ago.
She just now has
Oh.
like a when you think of like a queen, like a cape, like one of those like red cape, like with like the
Yeah.
yeah, that's what she's walking around with now. She's acquired one of those,
Okay.
and it actually
Little
does have the royal signature of the queen's house here of Thessia.
Okay. What, like, are we kind of all just kind of milling about now?
Pretty much. I mean, organizations going on. Um,
Okay.
oh
Is Daryl more is Thane more around anymore?
yes, he walks up to you and hands you a bag.
Of what?
Gold.
Gold?
Yep.
What is this from?
This is your payment
For what?
for your job as Lord General. This is your
Okay.
first month's payment.
The bank
Inside,
here.
no.
But, oh shit, there's so much gold to carry around though.
It's yeah. Let's see, how much gold are you making? Or did I tell you?
I don't know. I can go check.
Because if I didn't tell you, I got a number in my head.
Let me go see if I can find it.
Yeah. Because I don't remember if I told you or not.
I'm checking to see if I have it in here. Um. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did not put it in here anywhere. I don't think. Checking.
See, 4 weeks.
We can always fix it later. If I find it later.
It's 8,000 gold pieces, Allie.
Okay. Okay. What we're gold now.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of fucking gold. Should not be carrying it all around.
Nope. You do have a house here in Thessia. Just remember that.
Let's win.
You're Lord General. You're given a place to live here.
Okay.
You could
So I didn't know I had okay, I will go
not
over
a
and buy that
house
then.
per se. It's more of a. It's in the barracks. You would have more or less have like a room there.
Okay.
Um, actually, it's would technically be in the palace.
Okay, in the palace.
Did you go in?
Okay, wait, when I go there, I'm gonna say, Rose, do you want to help me with this?
She follows with you. Like, does it involve fire?
You can.
Okay, I'm up for fire.
Right, so like it's just the two of us right now. Now we like move to the palace, like super far away from everyone else, right?
Uh, somewhat.
Isn't
Somewhat.
more gone.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, as we walk out to kind of talk to her, Rose, do you know what happened with Thanemore's arm?
Yeah, he cut it off.
Cut it off.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you know why?
Yeah, because he broke his allegiance with the masters.
What masters?
The masters, the one who rule everything.
Who would that be?
I don't know who they are.
He does not talk to you about this?
Mm-mm.
Was there by any chance a tattoo on that arm?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
always creeped me out. But
What did
remember,
it look like?
remember, Faham, information isn't cheap. And she smiles while looking at your money purse.
Give it like 5 gold pieces.
You want to add about 10 times that?
I'll give her like 30 more on top of the 5.
I like your sword.
Okay, fine, I'll go another 15. 50.
What do you
Buy
want
a
to
new
know?
sword with that. What?
What do you want to know?
What did the tattoo look like?
She describes it in immense detail. It is the tattoo you are accustomed to seeing with assassins. He said he
They ever
was
killed
something.
anyone?
Oh, of course, all of us know. We were his little spies, as he called us.
Who?
Thaymore called us his little spies.
No, who else?
Almost most of us street kids. We go, we listen, we come to him. He give us some coins, keep us from starving, or other fun presents,
What kind of presents?
clothing, food, stuff like that.
Okay. Um, has he brought anyone with him to the capital other than you?
No,
That okay.
he just got
He
a
would have
hold
been in
of
contact
us,
with before.
and he told us that he was breaking his allegiances and wanted us to come with him to follow somebody worth following.
Okay. Okay. Alright, just writing this down.
I know they used to call him uh, an alternate name. What do you call them? Um,
What?
this is in character.
Uh, like I'm trying to. What?
Uh,
Call what?
they used to call him a different name, not his real name, another name. What do you call those?
Danmore?
No, him. They used to call him a different name. The guys he
Who's
worked with.
him?
Thaymore. They used to call
Danmore.
Thaymore a different name.
Um, it might have just been a like code name.
They used to call him the man of a million eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he say why he was breaking his allegiance besides just wanting to follow someone else?
Nope. Asked all of us who want to come with him. Told us that he would make sure they didn't kill us.
Okay.
Or worse.
Okay.
By this time, you've made it to your little apartment in the palace. It's about 4 rooms, you know. You got like a lavatory. You got your little place where you can make some food, a bedroom, and a sitting area, and that's about it.
Hey, is there any place? Is there any safe place I can put this?
Oh yeah.
That like a safe, kind of.
Eh, technically, yes. It'd be kind of like a safe. You could put it
Okay,
in.
but it'll be safe basically.
Unless somebody
It will
breaks
be
into the
safe.
palace, yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it there then.
You put it there. You put it there. Rose has disappeared.
God damn it.
Within 10 minutes, she's back.
Anything
Wearing
different about
gloves.
her? Wearing gloves?
Wearing, you know, like the gloves that come all the way up here.
Rose, where did you get those?
Lying around.
Lying around?
Hmm.
Lying around where?
Just lying around.
And I hold up my hands for them.
Information isn't cheap, though.
You can buy new gloves, but you're not gonna steal royal gloves.
Just pulls them off, hands them to you.
Okay.
There's a name written inside of them.
Probably Nevs, isn't it?
Nope. They're Gormiers.
Bormios.
Yes. The old priest lady. They're her gloves.
Okay.
You would get an idea. These are probably like a keepsake. These are probably from the time she was young.
Okay. Okay.
Rose isn't too happy.
I
She's looking at it. It's like,
I will buy you new gloves.
you know what you could
But
use,
stealing
Fayham?
is not the way to go about things.
You know what you could use? An assistant.
Rose,
Please?
let's go. Come on.
So y'all start walking out the palace. How much money did you leave behind?
Um, 7,000 of it.
10-4.
Okay.
Start leaving the palace. You take the gloves, and you go by Gormish room. You just gently lay them on the door handle, because you know she's going to freak if she realizes they got stolen.
Yeah.
Rose the whole time is just looking around, taking in the environment.
Like I'm keeping a close eye on her throughout all of this.
She goes to like split off you at one point. You like grab her by the back of her shirt and almost pull her to the ground.
Okay.
You're not gonna let me have any fun, are you?
Not in the royal palace, no. Have fun in town if you need to. But really, I prefer that you just come to me if you need anything.
That's not fun though.
You'll learn to find it fun. You can do other things with your time.
As y'all walking through like the palace and stuff, you look down and she's eating an apple.
Where did you get that from? Oh my God. Okay. I'm not even gonna say anything. Just
Yeah.
keep taking this kid, steering her out of the castle.
She stare on out. It's like, are you gonna force me to
It's like
sleep
a
out
bull
here
in
in
a
the
china
camp?
shop.
Are you gonna force me to stay in the camp?
We're all sleeping in the camp.
You're not. You got the nice fancy house back there.
Doesn't mean I have to sleep there.
No. But your assistant can.
No, Rose.
She looks
I'm
down,
not leaving you unattended in the castle.
completely just distraught and given up at this point. As soon as you make out the gate, she's off. You can't even
How about like animal handling to keep her like close to me?
I mean, do you want to tie her up?
It's like a puppy. Okay.
Speaking of puppies.
Oh yes, my dog. Left behind.
Yeah. Thanemore still has him.
The animal still has him.
Yes.
I haven't even asked about him. I'm not used to having a dog. I didn't have a dog for very long, so
Yeah.
just go back to the camp and find him then.
Yeah. Rose is split off at this point. She's gone.
Okay.
Time you get back to the camp, Rose is already there.
Okay.
You can see her going into a tent with a tea set.
Okay.
It's
Whatever.
nice. You feel there's probably somebody. There's some
How
shop.
nice?
It's worth a few $100. It's probably worth a couple $100.
Like a couple hundred gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's like nice china and all that.
Talk to her about it later.
Hey, you brought her somewhere she loves. Somewhere she's finding easy pickings.
Okay. Can I find Balto?
Yeah, you go look for him. You come to Thanemore. You ask him about it. It's like, I gave him to Rose. She said that she was your assistant, and she was supposed to take care of him now.
He's not my assistant.
Okay. I thought she meant more like a squire or something. I'm like, that's kind of weird.
She like just wants to sleep in the castle, really.
Mm. Well, her tent's back that way. Of course, this gives direction. She already know kind of. It's basically where you saw her going up the tea set.
Okay. I'll
She,
head back there.
are you just gonna walk into her tent?
Yep.
You walk in. This has got to be the nicest tent in the entire army.
My God.
The blankets are nice. She's got a full set of china out. Your dog is sitting there in a chair, and she's having a little tea party with him per se.
Is he being a good boy?
He was until you walked in when he jumped off the chair, knocking the table over, breaking most things on it,
Oh no, I was gonna try to take that back.
and runs over to you. And she turns and looks at you. I mean, Allie, there's horse saddles, nice embroidered horse saddles. There's food in here. There's 50, not 50, maybe about 15 salted hams hanging in there. There's vegetables. There's a fruit tree in a pot. You can tell she's been here for at least a week.
Rose,
Yes?
how much of this did you pay for?
All of it.
I don't even know why I even have to roll insight on this 16. You will hire me. I'm gonna be so mad about this because I have to leave it be.
She rolled a natural 20.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I paid for all of it. Maybe not with my own money, but I paid with it. Did you hear me?
Do I hear that?
Yes, you do. You hear a mumble, maybe not with my own money, but I did pay for
Okay,
it.
cool. So it kind of counts. Where did you get the money?
Pockets?
Pockets?
Pockets.
I'm guessing not your own. Not Thanemore's either.
Maybe Thanemore's.
Well, I can't exactly complain about that one. But look, you can't just keep stealing things. You have access to
She turns
money
around and
and
walks back
food
towards
and
the
stuff
bed.
now. What?
She turns around from you, listen to you, walks over to the bed.
Okay.
Almost a little sniffle. She reaches in the bag and starts pulling something that's heavy.
What?
She starts pulling something out from under the bed that's heavy. You can hear it dragging. As she
It is a
turns
sword.
around. You can give this back to Thanemore then. It's a bag about that big and about that deep full of gold.
Okay.
It's...
Rose, you can't keep stealing things. But I'm rolling for it. Damn it, never mind.
What are you rolling for?
Okay, no, animal handling.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it, it's too low to do anything.
Why not?
But you have access to things and other people have worked hard for these things.
Most of it I bought with the money Thanemore got from the queen.
It's the money that is supposed to be meant to save the lives of humans,
Yeah, they'll need
not
this
enhance
food
the
and
life
stuff.
of one little child.
They'll need the food and stuff. I know how it is when you're in a siege, Fayhelm.
I mean, maybe the food, but what about everything else here?
Comforts to comfort them with.
Uh, like investigation, I guess, at all the stuff that she did get. Okay,
I give you a net worth if you want it.
what?
I can give
Yeah,
you
I'd appreciate that.
about 15,000.
What the okay.
I mean, a lot of it's nice stuff.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of food, a lot of nice. I mean, there's nice tables, nice chairs, nice bed, nice blankets, nice
Okay.
all sorts of stuff in here.
Well,
Hell,
if you've got enough for the soldiers, then I'll go ahead and sort it out to the rest of the troops so that we can distribute the carrying of it.
Okay. You can tell she's either mad or sad or something.
I'll send some soldiers in to start picking it up soon. Got him. Okay.
She's
Uh,
pouting.
why don't you take Balto out and go play with him?
Come on, Balto. Balto looks right up at you like, do I go?
And not. I give him like a pat on the head. I say like, we'll play later, boy.
He goes on with her. And, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Has Philip gotten his troops in order yet? Let's see.
He's getting them in order. You feel like it's going to take a couple
Get
days?
in order. You take a day or two. Okay.
Yeah. Probably about the time Spike gets back, he'll have the army organized.
Okay, I don't want to start trading anyone until he gets a general rank of command set up then.
Understood.
Like putting people in charge. So.
Yeah.
One second, I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do. Oh, I need to buy like more health potions.
You could do that. Find yourself to a potion shop.
Okay.
How many would you like to buy?
How much do they cost?
Standards are 100 gold apiece.
Buy 7.
Okay. They do have the next step up.
Okay. Then I'll buy I'll get 5.
You get 5.
Of the five regulars.
The regulars are going to be 500 apiece.
What?
The standards, the ones y'all always use, the low ones. One second, I'm trying to find a page here. All right, so the potion of healing, the common one, are 100 apiece. Greater healing is 500 apiece, and superior healing is 1,000 apiece.
Yeah. I don't really think we're gonna need superior healing, but I will get one greater health potion.
Alright. One greater health
potion.
Actually,
no, I have a shit ton of money. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 greater health potions. And then one superior.
Okay. They only have one superior in stock. They
do
have 2 graders, and that's all they have of those.
Okay.
And you buy all of them for a combined 2,000 gold.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep, 1 sec, sorry.
Yep, take your time.
No, stuff. Okay, wait, so that's so like once you add all of that together, that is. Yeah, I mean like plus the 5 health potions would be 2,500, I think, right?
If you just want to go with regular ones, yeah. If you want to buy like 5 more. You're buying 2 graders for 500 each, so that's 1,000. One superior for 1,000, that's 2,000. You want 5 regulars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 2,500 in total.
Okay.
You
got that? And then I'll go back to my place and pick up another like 2,000 gold as well.
Alright. It's no problem.
Alright. That shop's very nice and happy now.
Yep.
I assume the rations and stuff are already covered, right?
Yeah, for the most part. You can see for the most part, Thamore's getting stuff in order and together. There are several wagons full of food and stuff getting ready. Most of it's dry rations and like salted meats and stuff like that. Stuff that won't go bad fast.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's good. That's what we want.
But
yeah. What were you saying?
For the most part, the army itself does look very well managed. Thamore has done a good job in your absence.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna go find Thamor again.
Alright.
Okay. Thamor.
Yes.
Little birdie told me that you had some stuff to do with a certain guild of questionable purposes.
Yes.
Now you've cut ties with it.
Yes.
And how do I know that this is the truth?
Yes.
Or how do I know?
Yes.
Say no more.
Yes. He's completely straight faced. He's trying not to say anything other than yes.
And then more intimidation. Okay, it's a 19 for intimidation.
Yeah, you intimidate the shit out of him. He starts literally shaking. Like,
Say no more. I need an answer on what's going on with you.
don't kill me.
Depends on what you've done.
Where do you want to start?
Tell me everything.
When I was a kid, I was orphaned. I grew up on the streets. I was then taken in by the Order of Assassins as a little spy for them. I'd help them find out stuff. I eventually became part of them. Worked my way through the ranks. I became an official spy for them, working jobs and stuff. They used to call me the Master of Spies or the Man of a Million Eyes. I had spies all throughout the Wood Elves, Dwarves, and Human territories, and at one point the Draconic Kingdoms as well. Since then, I've not been so much in agreement with them since the war. They've been primarily trying to work with the demons. They signed a deal with a demon called Grajits to murder the queen here and the humans in the other regions, and to
Wait,
fully
what?
to murder the queen here and the regents in the other regions, to fully give the demons an upper hand, and they would be saved and not killed, which is a complete and total lie, because demons don't not kill everybody when they're killing everybody. And yes,
So how do I know you're not still with them?
I cut my arm off.
Yeah, that could just be a way for me not to catch you.
No, it was a way of me keeping them from catching us. The whole time you were gone, I gave them a flyer of where you were supposed to be, but not. Like, when you went to Lorien, I told them you were in Osymelle. When you went to Zenith, I told them you were in Lorien. When you went to Pharos, I told them you were in Zenith. When you went to Elysia, I told them you were in the City of the Queens. When you went to Osymelle, I told you when they were in Elysia.
Yeah, I get it. Wait, so they're still trying to murder the queen?
They're trying to murder the Queen and the heroes.
Okay.
But I have bad news. This
What?
is the last thing I heard from them. Is that there's a assassin with your friend.
What do you mean?
Somebody your friend is traveling with is an assassin. The one in the Dwarves' Kingdoms.
Okay. Um, are you sure it wasn't one of them themselves, or there's another one who's an active assassin?
I'm sure.
You sure it's an active assassin with them?
Yes. It's an active assassin. I don't know what his mission is, or if he's just here to spy on them.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty.
And thank you for not killing me.
You're okay for now, but I've got my eyes on you.
If you'd like, when the army leaves and departs, I will stay here.
We'll see.
Yes. And
Okay.
you split your way from him. You head back to your tent to get your night's rest, and that's where we're going to end it here, Allie.
Okay.
So.
I'll divide him. I'll let her with all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this assassin part might be kind of important.
Yeah.
I'll tell Nev too.
Yeah. I thought that's why I always asked you if you looked at his arms. It's Aurelia that was doing it.
What?
that's why I asked if you that one session if you looked at his arms.
No.
If you asked anybody to show you their arms, I knew somebody had done it and it was Shadow. But that was my covert way of asking because I couldn't remember.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
You've turned an assassin.
What?
You turned an assassin against the assassins.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah. To the point where he cut his own arm off.
Yeah, that's a little messed up. Is he still gonna be capable to fight?
I don't know. He might have.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I almost said something that I'm pretty sure would have been a huge spoiler, but anyway.
Well, I mean, like, I know what you're talking about, like in Game of Thrones, like they're working on that.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Anywho,
right.
we'll
It's
go
work
ahead
in
and end my
progress.
stream here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll catch y'all this weekend, actually, with some D&D, hopefully. So, good night.
Yep. Night.